What is going on, guys? We are back with another RTU video. We've learned a few things since the last video. One, Jay put a retainer in the contract so that if he got fired, let's say in the middle of a month, he would still get paid. RTU decided to fire him in the middle of a month and refused to pay him. And then Jay went to him in DMs and said, you know, I need this money, gotta pay my rent, whatever. And RTU started freaking out saying that, oh, you're trying to extort me for money and this and that. And Jay's just like, oh no, I'm just trying to get the money that you owe me. We put this retainer in for a reason. And then they kind of made up. Jay is the kind of person that is a very nice person, but overly nice. He kind of lets people walk all over them, and he wants to put a nice, friendly face out there. He doesn't want any drama, so he kind of like makes peace, whatever, fixes everything just so he can just move on. RTU, on the other hand, is a very petty man. He will knock people down for his own personal benefit. He will yell at people, he will scream, he will talk down to people. He lives on the drama. That's the only thing that keeps his career alive. And the funny part about the whole thing too is RTU is not mad about what's said, what's done. He's mad because his quote-unquote Facebook posts were leaked, even though it's public social media. And then he was mad that Jay was talking about the DMs that RTU sent to Jay, where he belittled him, made fun of his mental health status. Let's put this in DSP terms. Let's say you're working at a sandwich shop and the owner fires you and then refuses to pay you for the work that you've done, and then continues to message you and harass you and make fun of your mental health status. Wouldn't that be so much fun, guys? So it looked like all was well. Jay kind of fixed things up. He got RTU to apologize and give him the money that was owed to him after the backlash went against Rich from his audience. So we come to today, and JKB, which is Jay, puts this out. I want to say that yesterday Rich sent me a bunch of really terrible audio messages. This is the one where he talked about his mental health issues and whatnot. That made it clear how he feels. I am done. I can't deal with this nonsense anymore. I've been worried about how this would look for him. I didn't want to have to say anything again, but I'm done trying to help him. Yeah, so you can see that even though he treated him like shit, he still cared about him as a human being, as a friend and whatnot, which everyone has their breaking point. Doesn't matter how nice you are, there is that point for everyone. And we have Chris here. I can't say that I'm all surprised. I was already done with Rich after the parasite comment and didn't believe for a second that the apology was sincere. I've dealt with people like him before, personally and professionally, and it sucks and hurts. Glad to hear you're done. Yeah, so Rich called Jay a parasite. He called him a leech and said he does so much better when leeches are not attached to him. We have Dark Knight. I love you both, and to be honest, you can do it on your own, and you don't need him. You did your best. Just do you, brother. We got Brian. Damn, man, just saw this. I'm so sorry you gotta still deal with this shit. Then Brian with some truth here. You're welcome, dude. It's so crazy how Rich won't let shit go. It's like when you break up with someone and they have to keep starting shit so they can be adjacent to you. And then this is from Jay himself. It's really strange that he did this, but the pattern is there. I don't need to explain it anywhere. He considers our friendship a game. I never thought it was. And then Jay talks about the messages here. I didn't say a word, and he just kept going. 5 messages total, a few hours apart. Issues. We got Brian again. You said how you felt about them, but you didn't leak the exact messages themselves. And Rich allowed himself to get that upset for 45 minutes and wants to make himself look good after the way he treated you. Absolutely narcissistic. We have Shub Shub. Why does he continue to self-sabotage? You guys made up. Why does he suddenly feel the need to pivot and no longer be all good? As far as the public is concerned, there hasn't been any drama in a hot minute. Sorry this happened to you, Jay. Which Jay responds with, you'd have to ask him why he did that. I think there's a clear pattern here. Of course, we got Natsu with birds. We have 8-Bit Eric, who's friends with both RTU and Jay. Probably not RTU after this. Damn, man, sorry to hear that. We got Smash JT. Aw, shit, I didn't want to hear this. And then this is how it's probably going to go going forward. This is from Ashley. And I'm done watching Rich. I thought he was better than this, but this incident has really shown his true colors. Unfortunately, I thought he would understand how ridiculous he is acting considering the way he criticizes other YouTuber/people, but yet acts just as bad with this. We have Solid Snake. Yeah, I gave him some benefit as he did generally take time off, which Jay picked up the channel and ran with it and saved the channel. But it has become clear, nothing has actually changed and it was time to pull the cord. It's a shame considering how long I've watched, but he literally turned into Angry Grandpa over the last year. A signal in the noise. Damn, it's such a shame that it ended up this way. I followed Rich for years and it seems like he's heading for a nosedive. They say the bigger you get, the harder you fall. I doubt he's going to learn anything from this. Either way, I hope you're doing good otherwise. We got Delta here. He's shown his true colors to you and many others. Move on and don't look back. Now there's a saying that I live by, and that is, when someone shows you who they truly are, believe them. And what that means is, once the mask slips off and you see the real person behind it, believe that's them. Don't believe them when they try to put the mask back on. We have Polterguy. Sounds like Rich has become jealous of your success, mate. Wipe your hands off him and continue making amazing content. Yeah, Jay's already doing more than RTU ever did on streams, because he's doing game nights with people. He's setting like cameras around his house so you can like do different events, different stuff. He's already done more stuff than lazy stoner, high off his ass, spamming the applause button. We got Moon here. I really don't think he's all there anymore. He completely lost it. Sorry you had to go through all of this. Probably just best to move on from Rich completely. We have Rick here. Wow, Rich needs help. And you, at this point, just need to cut off all ties with him. There's no helping him if he's not willing to be helped either. Unfortunately, it seems like him and his channel are on life support and have been. It's just a matter of when the plug will be pulled. We got Weeb. Rich is having a meltdown on stream. I'm done with him. He's gone so far off the deep end. We got Slash. I always struggle with his channel because of the flip-flop clickbait content, but really enjoyed the reviews. I liked what the two of you had done and really liked the Suicide Squad review. A day later, he's posting clickbait news again, and now I learned this crap. Unsubbed him. Then we have this from Richard Brunel as a two-faced backstabber. Rich today. Jay Hoof is a good guy and a talented editor. Rich tomorrow. Jay Hoof is a lazy bum, a garbage human, and a snake.
Jay is a good dude. He's a talented dude. You'll be fine. Jay, you are a lazy fucking bum. Okay? I wish Jay the best. He seems to be doing well, which is great. He's a fucking snake. Fuck him. Look, Jay's a great dude. Talented editor, and that was it. Fuck you. You were garbage, and then you name yourself Review Tech Canada, which is not jealousy. I'm not going to go around and just keep like a ball of drama rolling for what? What is it going to do? How is it going to be beneficial to either of us? Now it's all out there. Let's go. Let's fucking go now. With DMs that I left you. Let's go. I'll play the messages. Jay, he can do whatever he likes with the PC. It is what it is. Life happens, man. Fuck you! Enjoy your $2,000 computer, or let's say $1,500, just to be safe. We could go even lower, just to make... I don't want to exaggerate anything. That isn't for work anymore. On top of the extra money I gave you, on top of the money I gave you on top of that, when barely anything was done that month. And we weren't under a contract. Fuck you in the ass. Clip this. Put it on a fucking... Put it on a banner in Times Square. I fucking hate you. Jay's gonna come on streams again.
And Jay, you know what? I'm glad we didn't do the video. Because you know what that would have been for you again? Another free advertisement. Was that your intention? Probably not. But it would have been an indirect side effect.
Jay Hooft called me, and we had a healthy, positive conversation. We've been friends for too long, and knew it was better to work things out than for me to act like an angry ape. We're friends. I apologized, he deserved one, and we are moving along. Life is too short.
Here's my apology today, Jay. Fuck off. That's my apology.
We have this from Renton Liar. RTU's mask came off. Couldn't pretend to be nice to Jade no more. It's easy to get a narcissist to forget their act. We have Santa at the bottom. It's a shame. I really enjoyed his technology and emulation box videos. We have Joe talking to Jay here. I know how tough this is. When you see a friend hurting and you do everything you can to help them, but they end up hurting you, then you know it's time to move on. Despite the pain you're feeling now, I know things will get better in time. And then Jay responds, this is the exact situation. I'm done with it. I did my best to try and help, but some people can't be helped, and if you have to let them go. I'm not happy about this. At the point I want to absolutely move on. I am done. Let's get back to having fun. You got Nat2 at the bottom, birds. Rich's audience could listen to a text-to-speech Wikipedia page about whatever tech Rich was discussing. It was barely any insight even added. He skated by reading Twitter tech headlines and using arguments made already by others for content. This was going to happen sooner or later. This guy would be zooted out of his obese mind on edibles and make unfunny, corny middle school jokes all day, then have the nerve to call Jay Hoove lazy. He actually attempted to make you entertaining. And then some common sense here from Renton. At RTU, you thought playing the audio of you trashing the guy you claimed to make up with after talking behind his back last time was going to be good for you? Rich speedrunning, turning his entire audience against him. They are really retarded. So that's incredible. You really have to be a bad person to upset a bunch of tards that spam birds on every tweet. ReviewTechUSA exposed himself again. With him, you can just sit back and let him ruin his own career. Don't really gotta do nothing. We got Big Jim, so true. And we have 8-Bit Eric. A real friend wouldn't want things to look great in public just to protect himself, but behind scenes being completely different. Not cool, you're way too kind playing nice and pretend in person. Don't let this get you down, dude. And then Jay responds to that with, and what am I supposed to say when people say, how's things with Rich? Yeah, great. He's toxic as fuck, but we're best friends. Great job. What kind of friend does this to you twice in a few weeks when all I did was try to help him? And Eric responds with, exactly. That was unfair of him to make you have to fake a smile and say everything's great. Then for him to go on stream and say you have zero talent and that your previous friends left. Where's all this venom coming from? Rich's big, fat, dumb brain thinks he can say horrible things privately and has to be kept private. Laugh my fucking ass off. Yeah, that's the thing that he's most pissed off about, that his Facebook posts were leaked, even though it's a public social media. And then he was talking about his DMs and this or that. He leaked the DMs for Jay. He played them on stream. Jay said he wouldn't do it, even though Jay was the one being yelled at and being made fun of because of his panic attacks, his mental health issues. Rich has no problem playing them on his stream. And we have this from Maximus, who shows off Snore Hogan's video on the whole thing, which is 45 minutes. I'll put a link in the description so you can go watch that, the full 45 minutes of Rich melted down on his stream. So I hope you guys like that. Click that like, share the video, leave a comment below, hit subscribe to my other channels on the details of the end cards. And as always, I hope you're all safe, healthy, and happy. I love each and every one of you. Peace and love.